Welcome back to Hartford Hawks basketball with Jen Rosati. Coach, time now for our Manchester Honda player profile. And it's your senior from Reading, Massachusetts, Mary Sylvia, who was starting for a while at the beginning of the year, but back to a bench role. She seems to embrace that.
Yeah, it's hard with Mary because she does so many things to deserve to start, and you want to be able to reward a kid, but when you know in your heart that someone plays better off the bench, you have to do what's best for the team and best for that player. And I think she's more relaxed when she comes in the game. Her first shot is usually less rushed, and she's not as worried about making it. Defensively, I feel like her confidence is better. She's coming into the game after that first 4-minute surge where you'd have to guard the other team's best player. Everybody's fresh. So now she's coming in fresh while other people are tired. It just seems to be a role that suits her. So it wasn't a punishment. It was just a change I felt like we needed to make. And certainly, other than maybe the Utah game where she rushed some shots and was 0 for, she's played really well and been really consistent for us. And that's exactly what I need from my seniors.
Here it is, our Manchester Honda player profile, Mary Sylvia.
In her first 3 seasons with the Hawks, Mary Sylvia settled into a comfort zone, gaining a reputation as a sharpshooter from the outside who played a complementary role to star post players Diana Delva and Erica Beverly. But now, as a senior, Sylvia is being asked to go outside that zone and embrace a role she might at first find a bit uncomfortable.
My role is bigger now, and there's more expected of me as a offensive threat and just as a senior in general. In terms of leadership and what I do on the floor and stuff.
Tagging along with her older brother since a young age, Mary had basketball footsteps to follow in. She began playing organized hoops in 3rd or 4th grade, and well before she approached 5'11", she was working on her shot.
Well, I was always smaller for my size, so I started as a point guard, and then high school I grew a lot and ended up playing in the post senior year of high school. So I think I developed guard skills, and then my height just kind of came afterwards. So shooting was always something I had worked on as a guard, and my height just happened to spring up upon me. So,
after missing the first 4 games of last year with a wrist injury, Mary made her season debut against Temple a memorable one, scoring 20 points and matching a school record with 6 3-pointers. It was 2 halves of basketball played in the zone.
And knocks it down. Welcome back.
It sounds funny, but you really do feel like you're kind of unconscious. It's just like you take it when you're open and you just know what's going in because everything feels right.
There's no doubt that Mary Sylvia can shoot the basketball. What this self-described respectful, loyal, accountable teammate admits needing to develop more are her leadership skills. Now, if only that came as easy as knocking down a jump shot.
I think you need to find it in yourself to come out of your shell and do things that you're not used to. Communication is one of my weaknesses, and that's something I need to work on to improve my leadership. So it's just a matter of going beyond what you think your limits are and finding a way to help your team.
Shot fakes, send their defender flying, get open shots.
Daylight for Mary. She drains it up to 5 points very quickly.
Well, I just think this team's going to be all about continuous improvement. We have a lot of younger players or players that just haven't had as much game experience, but once these players get that experience, then I think the sky's the limit. I hate to use a cliche, but I think there's a lot of room for improvement, and like Coach Riz says, our best play has to come at the end of the year when the games really mean a lot.
Coming up next on the show, our Coca-Cola top scholar. This week it's Ruth Ann Dawati, plus another coach's tip from Coach Rosati when we come back.